Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Awkward Silence. Yes, Awkward Silence, the show that brings music and arts to the prime time, supporting young up-and-coming artists, making it big on their dreams. Now, being a student and a musician myself, I know a thing or two about how to save money, like figuring out how much money I'm going to need for food for the next week, or how much my hangovers are going to sting the day after a gig, am I right? Let's just say I've spent plenty of time praying at the porcelain altar. But rest assured there won't be anything like that on here tonight, because I'm not going to embarrass myself that much. I hope. We'll see. Instead, we have an amazing lineup for you tonight with guest stars The Mighty Yak, here to perform a hit song, I believe, in a thing called Love. Yeah! And we'll also see how the old 80s classic songs still work wonders as we review the great movie that I'm sure everyone's seen by now, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah? Yeah! All this and more coming right up, so stick around. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Awkward Silence. We have a special guest performance here tonight, here to perform their own take on the song I believe in a thing called Love. Please make some noise for The Mighty Yak. Woo!
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. Not hard to know if you drive me all behind the steering wheel. So do you, so do me, so do you, I believe anything could love. Just another miracle home. To the chance I can make it now. What we have in the sun goes now. Love me anything could love. I wanna kiss you every minute, every hour, every day. You got me in a spin, but everything is okay. So do you, so do me, so do you, I believe anything could love. Just another miracle home. To the chance I can make it now. What we have in the sun goes down. Love me anything could love. So do you, so do me, so do you, I believe anything could love. Just another brew in my heart. To the chance I can make it now. What we have when the sun goes down. I believe anything could love. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. You say you don't know. You say you don't show. I say, take me out. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. I way this could die. I way this could die. I want you to take me out. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here with you. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. I way this could die. I way this could die. Come on, yeah, and take me out. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here. I know I won't be living here with you.
The Mighty Yak, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. Don't go anywhere. There's plenty more right after this. Welcome back to Awkward Silence. Here with me I have Mark, Sean, Nick and Riley, the members of Mighty Yak. Thank you guys so much for joining us and performing before the break there.
No worries.
Fantastic job. Really, really loved what you did with the medley too. Two of my favourite songs actually. It was fantastic.
We try.
I just got a couple of quick questions. Say g'day, how you doing? How did you guys first meet and first decide to make a band, I guess?
I joined the band a little while ago, about 5 years ago. Nick was already playing in the Yak, and yeah, so Nick's actually the only original member of the original Mighty Yak.
Oh wow!
And then I started off filling in only, and then the original singer ducked out, and then I just sort of went, guilty. Yeah, righto, I'll jump in. So here I am, 5 years down the track, and they haven't kicked me out yet, so it's going well.
So far, anyway. At least.
Yay!
5-year probation. Yeah, good start. So how long's the original Mighty Yak been around then for?
Been best part of 10 years, I think.
Wow, cool.
Advisors, so, but yeah, I mean, we all come from different bands, so it's sort of, I guess, the power of many coming in together and just having a good time.
Yeah, we
Nice.
always
So-
we were all fill-ins too,
Yeah.
except for Nikos. Like we were all like fill-in guys, and then
Yeah.
now it's like we're the dudes.
Just all the fill-ins came
Yeah.
together and
Yeah.
just
It's
like the
like, oh,
Avengers, just sort of
Just make it happen.
come to avenge
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
What would you say that your influences are? I mean, I know you play a lot of covers. Is there a particular type of cover that you sort of just tickles your fancy or that you go for?
Just
I don't know.
yeah,
Ones
just
that people in Wagga like.
The ones that people in Wagga like, perfect answer.
Sort of narrows it down.
just really fun stuff. Like it's. I mean, for us too, like we play a lot of gigs, so you don't want to be playing stuff that you just completely hate playing.
Absolutely.
But also at the same time, you've got that balance between what we like playing and what people like hearing. Because I'd love to do some audio slave, but it's a little bit too heavy for
Doesn't quite suit the Wagga
No,
audience.
RSL Club's not quite ready for
Yeah,
that
not
yet.
quite. Ladies down at Bingo wouldn't quite get around that.
Nan's like, what? But yeah, like,
We find we do a lot of stuff that we like doing maybe in the first set.
Yep.
Sort of, that's our time to sort of play what we want to play.
Well, there's
for
no
the
one
most
there.
part. There's no one there.
Well, you say that you like to play a lot of like what Wagga would like to listen to. Do you travel elsewhere as well? Like, what are some of the cooler venues that you've played? I guess.
Yeah, we do we do a Canberra run fairly regularly, and
Yep.
like Griffith and all over the place, mate. We've done Sydney, we've done literally everywhere.
we're
So
down
it's
in
just-
Victoria.
Yeah, we'll go
yeah.
anywhere for a gig. but there's nothing like the Canberra gig's a regular gig, so I don't know. It's just something different, different vibe, different place.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Different songs for different
Yeah,
reasons.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
We have played in Canberra, when you talk about cool gigs, like
Yeah.
there's a venue in Canberra called the Abbey,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just amazing.
Epic.
It's just got great acoustics. It's like a cathedral sort of thing with this.
Old pipe organ.
It's like a
thing.
couple of
Massive
100-year-old pipe organ. Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus, I
fantastic.
think, was hammering that thing out. Like,
Chiseled it out, man.
Yeah.
He's a carpenter.
Well, then, along those lines, where would you say
Had a
the
hammer
best
too.
place that you've performed is? I know it's hard to narrow it down, but
Yeah. Maybe it could be different for all of us too, because we've done different things. But I guess together,
We've done some cool weddings on
Yeah.
properties.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Played in some massive wool sheds.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Yeah, the woolshed at Orange was interesting.
the gig was good, and then after it was weird,
Yeah.
sleeping on the floor.
Sleeping in the woolshed.
But
It's like 4 or 5 hours away, and they
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They arranged accommodation for us, and that fell through. So it was like 30 minutes to get to other accommodation. So I ended up sleeping there in sleeping bags, and the wool sheds are generally off the ground. So there was this gust of wind coming through the whole
Oh,
night.
no.
It was, like,
It was
minus-
winter.
It was minus
Yeah.
32 Kelvin. It was like
we had
So
this
cold.
we had this circle of gas heaters that was
Yeah.
really funny.
they had them located throughout the whole. There was a massive wool shed, and we actually
Got the
collected
corner
them all
of the
together.
room.
And we made a circle of warmth.
Huddled
We
together
sort of
like
slept
little
on the
children.
And it was still freezing.
We kind of huddled a little bit.
Everyone slept a bit except for Sean.
There might have been a bit of spooning going on.
Oh, look.
I was big spoon.
What happens in a gig stays in a gig.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, so another favourite question, which is different for everybody. What would you say your favourite song to perform is?
Ooh.
That's probably different for all of us.
Yeah. I would say probably I Believe in a Thing Called Love, just because it's challenging vocally, but the mashup that we do now is pretty fun to do, and it's like it moves really well, and I
Yeah.
just enjoy.
Well, it
enjoy
seems
doing
like
it.
two very popular songs that go quite well together. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was actually a really good version myself. It's just my own personal,
No, cheers.
taste.
I don't know about the other guys, yeah.
Once again, thank you guys so much for coming along and gracing us with your presence, I guess. Thank you so much for being our very first guest as well. That's fantastic.
Woo!
I hope to see you again. Thank
Right,
you.
cheers.
Now stick around because there's much more awkward silence to fill after this break.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some pictures and you tell me what comes to mind when you look at them. Okay, here's the first one. What is?
Sex.
Interesting. And what about this one?
More sex.
Very interesting.
Welcome back to Awkward Silence, and welcome now to our Awkward Movie Review, where we take only the very best of films and see how its music made it #1. Tonight, we'll be looking at a movie that hopefully everyone's seen by now, Marvel's new little baby, Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Life's giving us a chance. To do what?
Something good, something bad, bit of both.
You're in the cinema. It's a movie you've been dying to see, and it's been hyped up, and then it occurs to you, maybe my expectations were too high. Maybe this won't be the life-changing, trauma-healing, so good it's technically a form of vigorous copulation movie experience you were expecting. But thank God that moment in Guardians of the Galaxy is very fast. It is a blockbuster that breaks the mold. It comes from the universe of Marvel Comics, the same ones who gave us, Iron Man, the Avengers, all those, except this one's set on the other side of the universe. So we've got a group of bandits. You've got a human stolen from Earth as a kid, and he's played by Chris Pratt from Parks and Recreation. There's a green assassin, Zoe Saldana, who appears to be legally required to be in every movie set in space, from Star Trek to Avatar. A talking raccoon with an attitude problem, voiced by Bradley Cooper. A walking tree, played by Vin Diesel, called Groot. All of whom have been roped into saving the galaxy from an evil Smurf who appears to bleed tar from his eyes because, well, space. Right, so no question that this is the strangest Marvel movie to date. I mean, it's written and directed by a guy named James Gunn, who really gives the film just this sense of just quirky chaos. The first 15 minutes, though, they pack in so much explanation about the world and backstory that you kind of sit there thinking, man, is the whole thing going to be this clunky? And then the jokes come. And they come some more, and it's just, before you know it, you're in arguably 2014's best comedy. I think, though, for me, the biggest surprise was this ex-MMA fighter named Dave Bautista, who plays this kind of weirdly formal roid rager who looks like a bucket of walnuts wrapped in Glad wrap. For all of the love that Guardians of the Galaxy has been getting, it's not perfect. If you really think about it, a lot of the characters' actions don't make a lot of sense. I mean, they'll switch their allegiance in a second, and I mean, they explain it, but they never really sell it. The key is just to not really think about it, and which in a movie this fun is actually pretty easy. The Guardians of the Galaxy, it leaves you with this big idiot grin like a kid who's seen Star Wars for the first time, and I have to say, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. A fantastic movie. And that's Guardians of the Galaxy. If you haven't seen it yet, you must, because I will definitely be getting it on Blu-ray as soon as it hits the stands.
And what do you see? Now look very closely. Double D, fantastic sex. I think I know what the problem is. You, sir, I've seen this before. You, sir, have a dirty mind.
I've got a dirty mind. What are you talking about? You're the one with all the dirty pictures.
I am a respectable medical practitioner, and this is respectable medical practitioner stuff.
You're just tuning in now, too late, it's all over. And as punishment for your lateness, you have to go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/awkwardsilencetv14, that's the one, and watch it from the beginning. Or if you're already watching online, just scroll back and start. Watch again. Oh, wait. Okay, you're back with us, good. But no, that's it for tonight. You know, we've had a really good time here tonight. We met the Mighty Yak, and, you know, we listened to them play their fantastic song. We had some good times with the audience. You know, as I'm saying this, I'm starting to realise I'm sounding like a corny character from Play School, but no matter, because you know what I've learnt this week? I've learnt that those numbers you get from the fortune cookies, they're not Scarlett Johansson's phone number. Unfortunately. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tim Lancaster, and we'll see you all later for another awkward viewing of Awkward Silence. Good night, everybody.